Hill Panthers.
Globe Theater in Bertram, Texas, a hometown hideaway established in 1935, blends modern conveniences with historic Art Deco architecture. The Globe Theater now features live music, classic movies, and special events. Come out for the day, the night, or the weekend. This is a must-see destination in the Hill Country. Globe Theater, 132 West Vaughn Street, Bertram, Texas. Online at globetheatertx.com.
The Standard on Vaughn, a beautiful restaurant located in the heart of Bertram, Texas, featuring a full mixology bar and menu offerings including hand-select and house-cut steaks. They also offer private party and event space. The Standard on Vaughn is the place to be. Open Wednesday through Saturday. Free live music every weekend. The Standard on Vaughn, 145 East Vaughn Street, Bertram, Texas. TheStandardOnVaughn.com.
Welcome back to the Grizz Pit. My name is Matt Lorenz. I am joined here by camera extraordinaire, Coach Sean St. Clair. Thank you, Sean, for coming on to the program again, yet another night, and being part of this Liberty Hill Panther run, if you would.
You're too kind, but thanks for the welcome. It's great to be here. We are in for what appears to be a raucous environment tonight here at the Grizz Pit.
You know, the fans over on the other side are loading up, but this by far and away is the largest crowd that I've seen for the Panthers, and they realize that there's a lot on the line for this game. There's a lot of people in the stands. There's a lot of camera crews down on the baseline. Heard there's several coaches from Division I colleges that are in the building. So there's one thing that's sitting over on the other side of the camera. See if you can get a zoom in right there on the scorer's table for Sean. And I'm going to show the folks at home what this game's all about tonight. It's not the basketball and the coach there on the left-hand side. It's actually that gold ball right there. And that's got a big plaque on it, and it's going to say one of two things. It's going to say rather Liberty Hill Panthers, or it's going to say the Grizzlies from Glenn. That's going to be the determination tonight. Who wins this game is going to get that ball, and they're going to get to take it home tonight. So we've had a wonderful district season. These girls have performed to levels way above and beyond what I expected them to play, and they are in for a heck of a competition tonight. Sean, this will probably be what we've been looking for. I hope it answers all questions, and I hope it lives up to what we've been so excited about the last couple of weeks.
Without a doubt. This one, as you said, is definitely for all the marbles in District 25 5A play. And these two teams are ranked near the very top, not just within the district, not just within the region, but the states. They are, the Glen Grizzlies have lost 2 games all year, one early in the season, back in November, and then one district loss to Cedar Park. The one and only loss for Our Lady Panthers, as you said, is to this very team just a few weeks ago. So the winner will take all in this particular matchup tonight. One of the key things we noticed, Matt, if you look at the stats from the last game on January 12th, the final score I don't think was indicative of how close it was, but the Grizzlies really pulled away at the end. Some of the key differentiators that allowed them to come out on top were the rebounds. They almost doubled what the Panthers produced in terms of cleaning the glass, 33 to 18. Another thing was this was one of the worst shooting nights for the Panthers. We shot only 25% from the field and 23% from beyond the arc. One thing I noticed, though, the Grizzlies have a very minimal bench. They don't run very deep. They've got 10 players suited up tonight. So if we can get any of the key players in foul trouble, The other thing is we shoot a much higher percentage from the free throw line than they do. So those could be key differentiators to see who's going to take this final winner-take-all matchup.
Well, speaking of foul trouble, that is one of the things that I think that in an all-important game like this, there's so much that, that you count on. But I believe, just in my thoughts, this may come down to an all-important call towards the end of the game. It may come down to an official making the right call towards the end of the game, or during key moments of the game, I should say. And so hopefully everybody's on their toes. It means a lot to a lot of different people. So hopefully that this is a great competition. Everybody shows great sportsmanship, and then on top of that, we get good calls, and all the fans behave themselves, if you will. And the announcers themselves have to behave themselves. So
yes, indeed.
we're going to do we're going to listen for the national anthem, and we're going to respect the United States of America, and then we'll see the lineups to both teams and the starters. Hopefully that is announced here, and we're very excited that you've joined us here on Vype Live. Amazing crowd here at Glenn. Amazing crowd here. There's several hundred people on both sides. Plus, I had said earlier, there's just lots of coaches and cameramen down below. So exciting matchup tonight. We're excited about this and excited that you've joined us. Introducing your Liberty Hill Panthers, Gabby Mundy. Number 3, Reagan Robbins. Number 5, Evie Bruce. Number 11, Lindsay Bullock. And number 23, Renee Stemmons. That's been the starting lineup for the last several weeks, and it is the one that Coach Lang has loved to start with and mix it up as they've gone throughout the game. But we're going to introduce the Glenn High School Grizzlies.
Stand up and put your hands together for the starting lineup. Number 12, senior, Mariah Houston.
As mentioned prior, Mariah Houston, senior, comes into the game.
Freshman queen, Libby Lee.
Number 14, Libby Lee, which on the roster is Elizabeth Lee, but they call her Libby. Number 22, Lauren Taylor.
Number 24, junior, High.
Number 24, the junior, the one to watch out for right here. This is the one that's being recruited by multiple different colleges around the state and around the nation.
Indeed, and this is
Colo.
a senior and junior laden team. I believe they only have 2 underclassmen on the entire roster. So a lot of experience and a lot of time playing together. I'm sure not just in high school, but in middle school and previously. So a well tight-knit team for both squads tonight.
Last player was number 34, Cindy Foca, was the other center that entered the game, and then again, she is a senior. So there are a couple of seniors, but they also have a freshman that didn't get announced that is, yes, they did. Number 14, Libby Lee. I'm sorry about that. I apologize. She's the freshman. That's right. All right, so here we go. The official walks to the center of the court. The Grizzlies are dressed in white with orange trim and orange numbers. They're in orange and black and white school, and your Liberty Hill Lady Panthers are dressed in purple with gold trim and gold trimming. The possession stays over to the Grizzlies. Looks like the Liberty Hill Lady Panthers come out in a man-to-man offense. Libby Lee decides to take it down inside, misses the short, easy jumper with Bullock guarding her. Here come your Lady Panthers down the court as Gabby Mundy calls out the play.
It's a good start on defense. So it was one and done. Coming back the other way.
Turnover right away by the Panthers, as that's a very aggressive defense by the Grizzlies, as they had their hands in the cookie jar all over the place there. Nice feed down low. Shot hits the bottom of the rim. Here comes Gabby Mundy as she stops, pauses, and waits as the defense hustles back.
Offensive player just got caught under the rim, and it was aggressive box out and good snag by Bruce on the rebound.
Robbins over to Bullock. Then to Stimmons at the top of the key. Gabby Mundy right in the center of the lane, sees a nice open layup and then drops it in for the first 2 points of the game.
It's a nice floater by Gabby. Got to continue to be aggressive, attack the rim. Don't settle for outside shots. Give what they take you, though. I should say take what they give you.
I got you. Here comes Libby. Nice outside shot. Looked pretty open on the outside. Rebound was attempted, and it looks like it's going to stay possession to the Panthers. So it was an aggressive rebound, which they reached up and knocked it out high, but they knocked it straight out of bounds. So here comes the Panthers.
Sorry, Matt. So far, good defense, and then the blockouts. They're limiting the Grizzlies to one shot per possession.
Bullock sees a nice feed over to Evie. Evie feeds it down to Stimmons and knocks it out of bounds. So it's knocked out by the Grizzlies. It's going to stay possession of the Panthers. So.
Pass was a little bit high by Bruce, but fortunately it went off the Grizzly player's hand.
Mundy got caught down in the corner, brings it back out of there. Looking for a screen maybe at the top. Gives it over to Evie. Evie kicks it over to Bullock. Reset the offense.
I like the patience we're seeing. They're not trying to force the shot. They're looking for the open teammate and good ball movement.
The official saw Bullock step out of bounds first before she tried to save it, which was a long save if she could even have got close to that. So the shot goes up by Evie Bruce and just missed on the outside edge.
I think that was just a smidge outside her range, maybe a step or two inside.
That was a Steph Curry kind of three,
exactly.
If you would. That's the kind of 50-50 ball that the Lady Panthers are going to have to go over and get. Robbins says, I'll get it though. I'll steal it right out of the air. Robbins on the baseline, looking for some help. Evie Bruce right in the center of the lane. That's 2 more points. That's a 4-point lead by the Lady Panthers as Bruce finds a jump shot right in the center of the lane.
That's great composure by Reagan Robbins too. She got a little tripped up on the sideline. She maintained her balance, kept her dribble, and found the open teammate.
Great steal by Mundy. Number 2 takes on number 12 for the Grizzlies, Houston, and then picks her pocket. Then she takes it coast to coast and knocks down her 4th point. And guess who calls timeout? That'd be the Grizzlies over on the other side as the Lady Panthers are excited about this opening start.
They have come out aggressive, and they definitely have vengeance on their mind. You think they maybe have a little chip on their shoulder for what happened the last time these two teams met? I think so.
Well, a lot of times when you go against great competition, your level of play steps up in a big way, and I have already seen that in a lot of the Panthers. And so iron sharpens iron, if you will. Well, that's what happens in basketball as well, too. Gabby Mundy sees competition right in her face. She responds with 4 points right off the bat. I think the play so far has been Reagan Robbins with not only the steal, but taking it down to the bottom of the baseline, finding an open Evie Bruce right in the middle of the lane, floating, hits her 2-point play. I thought that was the play of the game right now.
Absolutely, and I would say, what we've seen from this team consistently throughout the year is it's not hero ball.
Team ball.
Everybody touches the ball, find the open teammate, work as a team aggressively on defense to limit the other team's shots. They're doing all of that so far tonight.
Official didn't like the body check that Robbins gave, and he calls it on the court, so no shot. No shot, so it's going to stay on the court.
Oh, it's a good lob on the inbounds. I think that height is going to cause the Panthers a little bit of trouble. She was well defended there. She just made a great shot.
Bullock with the ball at top of the key. Looks at Robbins. Heading down to Stemmons. Stemmons sees it, but kicks it over to Bruce. That was a good save because that was certainly going to go out of bounds. There's no doubt about it. Going to reset the offense. Your point guard, Gabby Mundy, keeps the ball out around the 5-second line. Kicks it back over to Evie Bruce, who steps in it, then gets fouled. Evie Bruce had several shots there, and Coach Lang is looking at her and saying, hey, shoot the ball.
Yeah, but I think what she did, though, she didn't settle for the outside shot. She was a good pump fake. I was surprised that they didn't call that a shooting foul.
Yeah, because her motion was going up for the balls. That was definitely a shooting foul all day long.
Yeah. So, but like we talked about, aggressiveness and not settling for outside shots when you've got a lane, take it. See if we can get the Grizzlies in foul trouble.
Nice kick out to Stemmons. Stemmons at the 3-point line, hits the backside of the rim and just goes off. So here come the Grizzlies.
That was a good open look by Stemmons. She just couldn't knock it down.
First quarter, 3 minutes, 24 seconds left in the first quarter. As your Panthers are leading right now. If you're just tuning in, this is going to be one heck of a game because it's going to be for the district championship. As number 14 for the Grizzlies attempts a shot, misses it. Her name is Libby Lee. She's a freshman. She misses it. That's her second miss.
It's a good attempt by Bruce. She just couldn't snag it. Reagan Robbins tried to save it out of bounds, but just couldn't keep in bounds herself.
Gabby Mundy has had a trap in the corner, but it got out of there. Good pass down below.
Go ahead. Sorry, Matt. Grizzlies continue to look to feed the low post.
Well, Okolo is down there working hard against Evie Bruce, and there's a rebound by Gabby Mundy, who Okolo throws a hip out, and that's her first foul.
That's key right there. That's not a foul you want to make if you're the Grizzlies coach. You know, almost 92 feet from your opponent's basket. But that could bode well for the Panthers if they can stay consistent, attack her, and see if they can get her to pick up a second foul before the half. Or maybe even before the end of this quarter.
Evie Bruce going against Okolo on the outside, gives it back over to Mundy, who gets pushed out. Back over to Bruce, who sees it, hits the front of the rim and just misses. Keep that confidence going because it's going to fall. That was a shooter's roll right there that should have went the other direction, but it fell off the front side of the rim. Here comes the freshman, right in the middle of the lane, knocks it in for two.
These ladies all came to play, and the Grizzly crowd is certainly fired up now as they cut the lead down to 2 points.
Evie Bruce on the outside turned her body a little bit, and it caused the ball to just sail on her, and it just fell off the backside of the rim. Shot from the Grizzlies goes up, rebounded by the Grizzlies. And there's going to be a foul down on the court, down on the floor, and that's going to be on 23 Stemmons. she drove the baseline, and Stemmons tried to step in her way and ends up. There's another just 50-50 ball that hits the floor, and the Lady Panthers are not there to pick it up. Another rebound. Those are important ones. That one didn't even need to be caught up high. It went all the way to the ground.
Yeah, second chance points is what cost the Panthers in the first game.
Ella Grande comes into the game and defends Libby Lee, but then just misses. So here comes the ball down to Bullock.
Good snag by Lindsay.
Mundy at the top of the key, looks for a screen, gets a great pick, screen, back to Grande. It's this direction. I see the scores table doesn't have possession, but it's definitely possession to the Lady Panthers because the Grizzlies got that at the jump ball.
Yeah, that was yet again another aggressive drive and dish by Mundy. Grande attempted to go low, but they double teamed her, made the shot tough. Fortunately, we get the ball out of bounds.
There's a shot foul as Mundy goes to the bucket off a nice pass, and it looks like it's going to be a foul on number, I think it was on number 14.
Yeah, I didn't catch it, but it's another aggressive move.
They don't even put the player or the foul up on the scoreboard.
It's hard to tell, but either way, aggressive move yet again by Mundy, putting her no regard for her body there, driving hard, drawing the foul, and getting 2 free throws as a result.
With 33 seconds left in the first quarter, Julia Ortiz enters the game. Coming out is Evie Bruce and Stemmons. Grande, Ortiz, Mundy, Bullock, and number 24, Fallon Stroop comes into the game.
Mundy makes 1 of 2 from the foul line.
Number 21, Julia Ortiz, does what she can to defend against Okola, but fouls.
I think that's a smart move by Coach Lang. First of all, you're going to need Bruce down the stretch. Give her a few extra minutes of rest the last 30 seconds of the first quarter, but secondly, save her fouls. So if you put in Stroop and Ortiz in to maybe take up one of those fouls that Bruce otherwise would get, that saves those fouls for later in the game.
Definitely a chess match between the coaches that's happening right now. Who do you substitute? When do you substitute them? Who do you give the rest to? Okolo steps up for her second free throw, misses. The officials blew the whistle, and so they're going to give that a foul against number 10, who comes into the game.
That was a foul. So, and as we mentioned, so the Grizzlies are not a good free throw shooting team. It could literally come down to at the line at the end. So that's a benefit for the Panthers to get the final shot of the quarter.
Gabby Monday says, no problem. I'm going to put in my 7th point. You know, I don't know what the officials, they had to see a push-off at one person or the other. On that last second shot, there was too much separation there, and it's because there was rather a push-off or there was a serious bump in a foul. And so those are the kind of things, that's a tough call to make right there at the end of the quarter. But your Liberty Hill Panthers are up 9-4 against the tough Grizzly team that's out in front right now.
I tell you, though, back to the missed free throws, that was a 4-point swing at the end. The Grizzlies missed the 2 free throws. We came down, scored. That's 4 points right there. Again, this is going to come down to remaining consistent, controlling the ball, limiting the turnovers, and making good, solid shots. If you've got a lane to drive, take it to the rim rather than settling for a 3. That's the key to the game. And right now, it's proving to work. We're up 5 at the end of 1, so things are looking good in the start. We had a good getting out of the gate and a quick start. That's a positive sign, hopefully, for things to come.
A lot of action in that first quarter. probably the lowest point that I've seen the Panthers have, with only 9 in the first quarter. So,
well, you know, when they played Cedar Park a week or so ago, the final score was 33-22. Cedar Park, the only team to beat them this year, limited them to 33 points. I think this, to win this game, Liberty Hill's going to have to keep this a low-scoring game.
Nice block by Evie Bruce against the much taller Okola, but answers Lee for 2 points.
Like you said, a great block. They just, it was a fortuitous bounce. The Grizzlies got it and had the putback.
Granda sets her feet, shoots a 3-ball, misses it. Here come the Grizzlies. Fast break with Bullock in the middle of the lane. With a little jump stop by Okola, and misses. 23 Stemmons is right there to pick up number 14 Lee.
That was a case of maybe a little bit over aggressiveness. You can't knock the Panthers for crashing the boards. Problem is you had 3 Grizzlies that kicked out on the fast break, and we only had 1 back. So if you're going to make a long shot, you got to get players back on defense to stop that break.
I mean, it appears to be the first thing you need to do is just foul this team. I mean, really, just foul them, and then let's just see what they can do from the line. At 25% for the season, that's probably one of the things that Coach Lang is probably looking at.
Yeah.
Like, maybe we should foul. Now, I mean, you only have so many people that can play the position against them, right? So.
Well, you got a deeper bench.
You definitely do have a deeper bench.
Dude, I remember the Hack-a-Shack days.
Yeah.
I don't know if Coach Lang wants to institute the Hack-a-Grizz just yet, but again, that could be a factor down the road. Or down
2-point game with 7 minutes to go. Gabby Mundy drives the lane, knocks in her 9th point.
Again, consistent aggressiveness from Gabby. Great ball control and just forcing it down the lane to get an open layup.
Shot on the outside, goes off the back right-hand side. That's the rebound as Julia Ortiz stands right there in front of number 34, Cindy Foca. Foca for 2 points.
Gabby with the drive and dish.
Bullock from the outside. One of these 3 balls are going to fall for the Liberty Hill Panthers. As Evie Bruce makes a really good hustle play.
Great steal. She stepped in. Grizzlies didn't see her coming. She played coy there, jumped in and picked it off for the layup.
Nice feed down low. The undercut was a very good job by Granda. Granda got in her way. It was a definite big attempt to get the ball down the court in a fast motion, but it just got thrown out of bounds.
That's
so
one.
Another turnover.
I'm sure if Gabby had that to come back, she would have pulled that one back. Coach Lang with the hand motion down to basically tell her, take it easy, chill a little bit. You didn't need that pass.
5:46 left in the second quarter as the turnover happens right in front of the official, and it gets knocked out of bounds for the Grizzlies. So it's going to be Panther ball, baseline out.
Again, you like the aggressiveness. I think that's the only turnover for Gabby tonight so far. Her assist to turnover ratio is really high, not to mention the points she's put up so far.
Having to go against these very talented defenders as well. Dribbling the ball. Julia Ortiz at the top of the key says 1, 2, 3. I'm going to make it.
These ladies came to play tonight, Matt. They're on fire.
I like to see the 3 ball go down. It might give a little bit of confidence, maybe for both sides though. Because the answer was right there.
It's a little bit of
16-12. Here comes the second quarter, you guys.
Bit of a touche from the Grizzlies.
Gabby Monday, instead of following the screen, goes the other direction. Spin move, Lee in the middle of the lane, knocks it in for 2. That is Lee's 6th point.
Panthers have to get back to what they've done the first quarter. Continue to just move without the ball. Good ball screens. Be aggressive.
Bullock at the top of the key, misses. Granda with the rebound. Jump ball. That's going to be possession to the Panthers.
Speaking of aggressiveness, great post position by Granda there. She was in between 2 or 3 defenders, and she fought for the ball to pull it down.
Great crowd here, folks, tonight. This district championship game is well underway. 4 minutes, 14 seconds left in the second quarter.
Panthers are not afraid to go inside. Granda tried to hit Bruce on the back cuts. Good defense by the Grizzlies to knock it out of bounds.
That play starts off with Robbins with the ball in her hands. And the senior for Ella Granda comes in and knocks down her 5th point.
Great wide open look by Granda there.
Look to get the ball down. And it's fouled on the floor. All right, so I'm not sure who the foul was on. It's hard to tell, and especially that the officials don't put it on the scoreboard, or the scorekeepers don't. Ella Granda on defense there. Got to be a good block out as Evie Bruce worked hard to get that. Okola touched it, but then it goes out of bounds right there in front of the official.
She's so big. She's tall and got a big body, but there's a double team by the Panthers that made it tough for her to catch the ball. Went out of bounds. Again, another break for the Panthers.
A lot of good ball movement by the Panthers. The official sees something that he doesn't like. He calls a foul against a moving screen.
Yeah, it looked like they got Ortiz on that one for the block.
And you know, when they don't put the fouls on the board, who it is, it's hard to tell, you know, how many each one has.
Exactly.
Or who the official walks over to the scorer's table, which is across from us, who that person is. Attempt to steal the ball. Mundy on the outside. Ball shot long. Big shot on the outside is a three-pointer. Granda's trying to track it down. Good hustle there by Lee, who kicks it back in, but it goes out of bounds. That's going to stay possession, Panther ball.
That was great hustle. Granda looked to think it was going to go out of bounds. Lee made a great effort at it, but again, another break for the Panthers.
Yeah, smart senior play right there. Absolutely. Walking up the court, 19-14 are your Lady Panthers. Move it over to Ortiz. Ortiz back over to Mundy. The official didn't like how it bounced off her knee as Mundy tries to tell the official, I got kind of pushed a little bit forward.
Yeah, it was a little give and go by Ortiz. I don't know that the official saw the nudge in the back. Clearly they didn't, because they didn't call it.
2 minutes, 30 seconds left. Freshman Lee with the ball at the top of the key. Shot on the outside, goes long. The official sees there's a rebound again, an offensive rebound again by number 34, Foka. And it looks like they have Gabby Mundy for her first foul.
Gabby was a little surprised, as was I.
I thought she had all ball from this
She looked to have gotten a good hand on ball there, but apparently the officials thought otherwise.
Still on the floor. It's that's the fifth foul for the Panthers. Good move on the inside, Lee. And the official said 3 seconds in the lane.
And that's good, because that could have been a shooting foul. Yet again, another break goes the Panthers' way.
Officials didn't like that as well, so they called a foul on the Grizzlies, number 22, Lauren Taylor, or I'm sorry, number 10. That would be Jordan point guard, junior.
She I think it was a little bit aggressive there. She's sticking to Mundy like glue for the most part.
But you can't ride her like a pony, though. Here goes Granda in the middle of the lane. The senior comes through and knocks in her 7 points.
7, yeah. She's all some good jump shots. Good open looks. She's knocking them down.
Lee makes a nice move in the center of the lane.
That was a good little Euro step. Nice move around the defender to get the bucket in the paint.
You know, in all defense of Lady Panthers, they haven't seen a lot of Euro steps this year against them.
Well, they're in Texas. What do you expect? Nice fadeaway.
Oh, he's saying they haven't quite brought it here to this culture yet. With 1 minute and 15 seconds left, your score is 21-16. Rondo with the defense on the top of the key against Lee. He's trying to make a move. The freshman, Audrey Richardson's in the game for some post defense help and some rebound help. The open, Lee on the outside, sees a three ball. Rondo with it, moves it up court. Here comes Richardson up court. Here comes Granda up court. There's a hand in there. It's taken away by the Grizzlies.
That was a little too aggressive. You could have slowed it down and held for the last shots.
Okola with the spin move, and then the 50-50 ball was on the court.
That's one I think if you had it to do over again, just slow the pace down. It's hard to do because there's a lot of energy, a lot of juice going on in this gym, as you can feel. You slow it down, walk it up courts, you could hold the ball to the last second and not give the Grizzlies a shot. Now they're at the line again, shooting 2.
Boca was just in the right place at the right time. That's what I feel like is happening, is they're just getting in the right place at the right time. But you just put them on the free throw line and you got advantage.
I was going to say, then again, this could work out again in the Panthers' favor.
I mean, the free throws are definitely showing their ugly face, for sure. As it just bounces off the back of the rim both times.
So now you settle down. Slow it down, get it to your point guard.
And I got to get it up court quick.
Get it across. Now if you're Coach Lang, tell him take your time.
22 seconds left.
There's no
Mundy
rush here.
Keeps the ball at the top of the key. Jordan is on Mundy. Richardson works hard. Try to get the rebound. Bounces it around. 7 seconds. 5 seconds. 4. Oh, she was... the only thing I didn't like about 33, Richardson, I didn't like how she had her hands extended, but she was definitely planted. She saw her coming, but
yeah.
The best thing you do is just put them to the free throw line at this point. I mean, I wish I could have the stats on it, how many have been missed so far, but there's been definitely a few made.
This is why a statistician would come in handy. Here's the thing, though, again, another key teaching point. If you're Coach Lang, instruct Gabby, hold the ball. There's no reason to shoot the ball with 10 seconds remaining on the clock. Wait till 5 or 6 seconds. Worst case happens, you get a long rebound, they have a long shot.
Richardson was trying to block out there, and number 24, Okolo, still was able to get the ball up high against the very tall Richardson. Well, we're at halftime, folks. Your score is 21-17, and as expected, as advertised, it's one heck of a matchup. We're going to hear from our sponsors, and we'll be back here on Vype Live.
The Standard on Vaughn, a beautiful restaurant located in the heart of Bertram, Texas, featuring a full mixology bar and menu offerings including hand-select and house-cut steaks. They also offer private party and event space. The Standard on Vaughn is the place to be. Open Wednesday through Saturday. Free live music every weekend. The Standard on Vaughn, 145 East Vaughn Street, Bertram, Texas. TheStandardOnVaughn.com.
Globe Theater in Bertram, Texas, a hometown hideaway established in 1935, blends modern conveniences with historic Art Deco architecture. The Globe Theater now features live music, classic movies, and special events. Come out for the day, the night, or the weekend. This is a must-see destination in the Hill Country. Globe Theater, 132 West Vaughn Street, Bertram, Texas. Online at globetheatertx.com.
Hey high schoolers, are you interested in a career in sports media? Vype can help. Launched in 2017, our Vype U Ambassador Program is a one-of-a-kind educational scholarship program that offers high school students a chance to gain hands-on experience in the sports media field. Vype U also gives students a platform to build their portfolio of creative work under the guidance of Vype's seasoned professionals. From covering games to publishing photos, writing articles, and conducting on-camera interviews, each Vype U ambassador receives an immersive experience geared toward their interests, while promoting their own school and preparing them for their future. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out more about Vype U today. Interested in Vype Campus? Vype Campus brings our popular citywide media days right to your doorstep. As a Vype Campus client, we will work with you to help you take advantage of our unique campus model to build a unique experience for your school. From media day photo shoots of all your athletes to game day coverage, broadcasts and live streams, video and digital content, hype videos, the Vype U program, same-day graphics, and of course your very own campus magazine, Vype Campus is truly whatever you want it to be. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out how to join Vype Campus today.
Hello and welcome back to Glenn High School. But this is the home of the Liberty Hill Lady Panthers. They actually call this place the Grizz Pit. So it's a great gym though. It's a good looking gym from the inside. And what an atmosphere. It's electric in here right now. I mean, we're at halftime right now and I mean the crowd's just buzzing. They're able to see some of the best Class 5A basketball players in the state of Texas performing against each other right now, and that's the reason why the crowd's so busy. So, Sean, Coach, what do you think's going on right now at halftime? Describe what your thoughts are there.
Well, if I'm the coach for either of these teams, for the record, we're at the Glen Grizzly home. That's the Grizz Pits, not the Lady Panthers. But I would say, hey, this is fun. This is what high school basketball is meant to be. A 4-point game with 16 minutes to go with a nice, beautiful Golden Globe trophy on the line. We'll see who's going to come out and be the more aggressive team, who's going to take care of the ball, who's going to crash the boards and get the rebounds, and then who's going to knock down the free throws at the end, because that's what it's going to come down to. Those things. Again, one of the positive things for the Panthers so far is, no surprise to anyone who knows this team, Gabby Mundy is aggressive. She's flat out balled tonight. She's the leading scorer for the Panthers with 9 points so far. She's made great decisions on the offensive end and dished the ball to some wide open teammates. And again, just having complete disregard for her body, diving on the floor, making some nice runners and some finger rolls. So that's key. One thing I did notice, though, is this: Evelyn's been pretty quiet on the offensive end, Evelyn Bruce. She's played great defensively. She's going up against some beasts in number 24, Akola, and then 34, Cindy Foca. Those two are, I'm sure, hard to contend against. One is bad enough, but having to compete against two of those big bodies who put the ball in the basket, she's done a great job on the defensive end and limiting them many times to one shot. What I'd like to see is when Mundy drives the lane, find a way to get it down low to Bruce. She's taken a couple open threes, hasn't knocked them down, but if we could get Foca and Akola in foul trouble, that could bode well for the Panthers in the second half.
Yeah, that free throw shooting from the Grizzlies was very, very, very evident. I mean, it screamed at you. It like the whole and you called that out at the beginning of the game. You let us know that stat. It was so, there was such a difference. What it looked like if, of course, the Panthers went to the line and what it looks like when the Grizzlies go to the line. So those are fundamentals. Those are just fundamental things. So, but man, I am excited about this second half. It looks like it's going to be a barn burner. Excited about the what the coaches have made adjustments with, and here come your Lady Liberty Hill Panthers as number 23 Renee Stemmons leads the Panthers onto the court.
So another thing that we've seen consistent throughout the year, Matt, is this is just such a good, solid, well-coached, fundamentally sound team. And they're proving it again here tonight. I think that ultimately is going to be a determining factor, too. If the Panthers can continue to, as I said, control the ball and make some wide-open looks. They've got plenty of open looks, both on outside and then some layups as well. This is their game for the taking. The challenge is going to be, can they limit the Grizzlies, especially their bigs, to one and done on the offensive end? We'll see if the defensive boards will continue to hold up for the Panthers in the second half.
I think Evie Bruce needs to find her shot on the outside. She's had a very good first half, but the shooting was not what she was probably expecting. She is open, definitely, from the three-point line. A lot of times during that screen that she gives to Gabby, and Gabby moves off of the screen, it's a nice kickback right over to Evie Bruce, and Evie's usually standing there wide open because the defender is having to trail Mundy to try to stop her from penetrating in towards the middle of the lane. And so really Evie's going to have many more opportunities in this second half to shoot this three ball. As you can see, she's doing it right here in front of the camera right now. She set it in one spot exactly where she needs to shoot it at.
Exactly. We've seen her throughout the year. She's a good outside shooter. Sometimes it just doesn't fall. But what I want to say is who's kind of filled that void tonight is Ella Granda. Ella has had several open looks, and she's knocked them down. I believe she's 3 of 4 from the field, and she has how many points now?
Ella's got 7. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So that's your high scorers, right? Of the 21 points, Mundy and Granda have 16 of those. So it would be nice to find another Panther who could step up in the second half, whether it's Bruce, whether it's Lindsay Bullock, or Renee Stemmons to help fill the void on some of those other open shots.
Well, I'm sitting here watching number 5, Bruce, who's knocking down one jump shot after the other from this right wing. Hey, good news, folks. The Thunder at the Jazz tonight are a 3.5-point favorite. They start in about 15 minutes, so we'll keep you posted to all you Thunder fans out there. I'm sure there's so many in the state of Texas, right?
Hey, come on.
I know you are. I know.
I'm an avid OKC fan.
And you said it dated all the way back to, what's his name? I forgot that.
Very beginning.
That one guy's name.
That one guy?
That one guy from Texas.
Well, those of you from the Austin area would know one Mr. Kevin Durant.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. We kind of forgot about who he was back in Oklahoma City. And we remember, like, the greats like Westbrook and and Collins from Kansas. We remember the greats.
Oh, that's right.
I think they retired his number, as a matter of fact. That's how much he meant to the area. Man, fan favorite.
They were solid players as well, no doubt.
So, very well officiated ball game. I got to give it up to the officials. I mean, no doubt about it. Now here comes crunch time. It's the second half. Both sides of the gymnasium are going to be screaming for their team to have the advantage on that. But here we go. We're about to get things started in the third quarter as your score's 21-17. It's going to be the Grizzlies ball, who will be going to your left. And again, dressed in white, orange numbers, black trim. And going against the Liberty Hill Panthers as their very first play of the game results in a turnover. Very first play in the half. Gabby Mundy steals the ball there at the baseline. Robbins looks for something open. Gabby with the spin move. The shot goes in, and the taller player ends up getting a second foul.
Great idea by Monday. It was just good solid help defense down low. I think if she continues to use that aggressiveness that we saw in the first half, that's going to open up some lanes and possibly some outside shots.
Two points for the Grizzlies. This team is very even as far as points and points allowed. Matter of fact, the Liberty Hill Panthers have scored 1,830, and the Grizzlies have scored 1,879 so far this year. The points allowed, so that would be, against them. And there's Stemmons for two right across the lane. Points allowed is 1,092 versus 1,006. And so 1,006 for the Grizzlies. And it's very even as a shot goes up by number 24, and it's nothing but air.
They seem to be a little bit out of their element now, other than the low post-up move. A great defense, by the way, by Stemmons. She just, better offense. You can't stop a big like that. But 2 of the 3 possessions so far by the Grizzlies in the second half has resulted in a missed shot and a turnover. An air ball and a turnover, I should say.
Outside shot. The official standing right there and doesn't like the fact that Evie Bruce gets pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, there was no call there. There was definitely a shove. Looks like
Evie Bruce had no control over her body, and we caught that just clear as. So, I mean, things like that are going to be the difference in this game. Just the simple things like that. The push in the back, just to knock her out of bounds. She has nowhere to throw the ball, so she throws it out of bounds, and it's just a no call by the official.
Well, this is where temperament is key. This is a highly charged game. Clearly, there's a lot on the line.
I think I'm fired up.
Emotions, you are a little bit. I am too. But, as the players, we, you got to keep your composure. Let that last play go, whether it's a 3-point play, a turnover, or a missed call by the officials. You got to just let it go and move on.
Well, I like that. I remember that being short-term memory. You have to have short-term memory. Forget it. Let's go.
Next play matters.
Next play matters.
Grizzlies coach called a timeout, I believe, just to kind of reset the composure of their team because they've been a little uncharacteristic to start the second half.
6 minutes, 13 seconds left in the third period. There's another turnover attempt by the Grizzlies. It's a 50-50 ball, and so that's going to be Panthers basketball going this direction. Yeah. This direction being the right. I had my hand up. I don't think anybody saw me. I said this direction, and then I was like, oh, yeah, I'm on a microphone. Nobody can see that. So that's going to go Panther ball. So the next possession like that, which would be a tie-up, would go, of course, to the Grizzlies.
And, again, an uncharacteristic turnover by the Grizzlies. It's just
Stemmons turns and tries to spin in the lane. Sometimes Lee with 2 points down the lane.
She got the miss. Panthers had a chance to grab it. They just couldn't control the board. They tapped it back to her, and she got the layup.
Very physical screen set by Robbins. Wow. Don't see that very often. Doesn't look like a foul even on this side, so there's 2 points back. That's going to even the game up, 23-23, as Bruce sees it from the outside. She's standing on the other side of where she was shooting at the beginning of the half. Here come the Grizzlies. 4:58 left, tie ball game.
Sorry, Matt. Panthers are a little bit out of character right now. Again, a little careless with the ball.
3-point play by the Grizzlies.
All right, let's see if the Panthers and Gabby can slow down, settle down, set up a good solid half-court play. And another turnover.
official standing right by the play sees number 24 go into the lane, Okolo, and goes one-on-one against Evie Bruce. Evie Bruce reaches up, and the official doesn't like it, calls a foul. Coach Lang's had enough, decides to call a timeout. Make Okolo think about these free throws as the game has spun in direction towards the Grizzlies here.
I think it's as much to ice the shooter, more so to just reset his team. They're just a little bit out of character right now. It's the first time in the game I believe they've been down. You know, they've been consistent. They've done a good job of controlling the ball, but the last 2 or 3 possessions down the court, they've made some careless turnovers and really not some great shots from the outside. So I think he's just trying to level set their expectations, get them back to what they've done throughout the first 2 quarters and get them back to playing with the confidence that they had to start the game.
All right. Here we go. So this is going to make for a great third quarter. The energy level has gone up 3 notches from anything in the first half. I mean, it is absolutely elevated so much right now.
It's interesting to see how, 13 to 18-year-old girls, 15 to 18-year-old girls can handle the pressure here. There's a lot at stake, Not only the seeding in the playoffs, which will come in a few days, but the trophy that's at hand for the district champion.
Okolo steps in and knocks down a free throw. So having her think about it was probably a bad thing for the Panthers as she knocks down both. That extends the lead by 5 with 4 minutes, 19 seconds left in the third quarter. Go over to Stemmons. Stemmons looks down low, doesn't see anything, kicks it back out to Mundy. Mundy's pressured.
Continuing to force the offense way out from outside the paint. Great pressure defense.
Robbins with the ball on the right, gives it over to Evie. Evie looks down low. Bullock looks down low, throws it over to Stemmons. One shot and they're done. There's no offensive board, and that's something that you're so used to seeing the Liberty Hill girls have the advantage over, is an offensive board, but there was not even a soul in sight.
And even that was a contested shot, so they're not getting easy looks here.
And another 50-50 balls on the court right now, possessed by the Grizzlies. And foul is by number 23, Stemmons. That'll be Stemmons' third foul of the game, is what I have it. If it's hopefully that's correct, that I'm not incorrect on that.
I don't want to say that the Panthers are getting out hustled. They're not, but there just seems to be more aggression.
Every
from the
50-50 ball goes right their way. Every rebound, offense and defense, seems to go their direction. Lee steps in the middle of the lane, knocks it in for 2. As they're starting to run away with this one. It's a 7-point lead by the Grizzlies.
All right, let's see what the offense can do to cut away at this lead. Keep this within striking distance with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the third.
Coach Lang's decided to bring in Granda, the senior, who's had a great first half. Matter of fact, she still is the high point. Other than Mundy, she's the high point. Pass down low. And it's a foul on number 14, Lee.
So I believe that's the first foul of the third quarter for the Grizzlies. So it'll be sideline out of bounds, or baseline out of bounds.
Granda comes in for Bullock. Robbins with the ball at the top of the key, throws it down to Stemmons. unforced turnover by the Panthers. Already down 7 and running the offense and just throw it to the outside. So need to recover right here defensively as Granda makes a little bit of pressure at the top of the key. Stemmons down low, forces the turnover as she acted as though she was going to give the ball down there to number 34 and then stepped in, Folka, and made a good defensive play.
Grizzlies return the favor, so no harm done on that. Panthers get the ball back.
Well, there's 2 minutes in this third quarter. District championship on the line. Mundy goes to shoot on the three-point line, and it gets blocked by number 12, Houston.
You know what? It's a good block. Their fans are rising up, but guess what? It's a block out of bounds. Whose ball is it? It's Panthers. See what they can do with it. Atone for it.
Over to Granda. The senior sees a little jump shot, throws it on the back side of the rim. That's Libby Lee, number 14, at the top of the key.
Grizzlies decide to slow the pace down a little bit. See if they're trying to milk clock maybe.
Libby Lee, the freshman, tosses it over to number 34, who's down low, Folka, for 2 points.
Yeah, that was patience on the offensive end. They kind of lulled the Panthers to sleep and then dumped it down low, and Folka just got another great low post shot. Another turnover by the Panthers, which led to a fast break point for the Grizzlies.
Gabby Mundy spins in the middle of the lane and is fouled by number 24, Okolo. (34-23), so the Panthers have been outscored in this third quarter. This will make, if she makes, I think it's the third point of the third quarter.
They're not out of it yet.
Oh no,
they get these two down. It's single digits. While this is the largest lead of the game for the Grizzlies, hope is not lost.
9-point game.
Back with the 9.
Gabby makes her second free throw.
Sorry, Matt. 50 seconds to go. You've still got a full quarter to play. Buckle down now. Get a stop. Keep it to a single digit heading into the fourth quarter.
42 seconds left in your third quarter. The ball's on the baseline. With Houston with the ball back over to Lee. Down to Folka. Folka makes a nice move. Granda steps in the way. Fouls Lee right on the court. So it's going to be on the floor.
It was a good double team. They forced the kick out. Back outside. Granda moved her feet, just got her with the body as she drove the baseline.
Granda, the senior, plays good defense here on the outside wing.
See, this is wise coach basketball. They're slowing it down. 15 seconds left. Chances are they'll hold for the last shot and not give the Panthers a chance to get the ball back.
50-50 ball goes on the court, and it's going to stay possession, Panthers ball.
I say that, and maybe a little...
They tried it down low, and there was a good defensive play down there by, I think it was Fallon Stroop.
Exactly. So now with 5.8 seconds left, the Panthers have a shot to knock the lead to 7 or 6 with the 3.
We'll be back here on Vype Live.
Globe Theater in Bertram, Texas, a hometown hideaway established in 1935, blends modern conveniences with historic Art Deco architecture. The Globe Theater now features live music, classic movies, and special events. Come out for the day, the night, or the weekend. This is a must-see destination in the Hill Country. Globe Theater, 132 West Vaughn Street, Bertram, Texas. Online at globetheatertx.com.
The Standard on Vaughn, a beautiful restaurant located in the heart of Bertram, Texas, featuring a full mixology bar and menu offerings including hand-select and house-cut steaks. They also offer private party and event space. The Standard on Vaughn is the place to be. Open Wednesday through Saturday. Free live music every weekend. The Standard on Vaughn, 145 East Vaughn Street, Bertram, Texas. TheStandardOnVaughn.com.
Okay, welcome back to the Grizz Pit. My name is Matt Lorenz. You have joined us on Vype Live. We're joined here with Coach St. Clair. Thank you again for being here. Thank you for our engineer back at the studio, actually here in Austin today, Shane Skrowoski. I probably butchered your last name. I apologize for that. But in case I end up forgetting anything towards the end of the broadcast, I want to be sure and say thank you very much for helping us out today with the sound. Here comes the Grizz as they move in for 2 more points. Increase the lead to 11.
I think just not only the size, but the skill level of the bigs is causing problems for the Panthers in the second half.
Evie Bruce goes to shoot, gets blocked, and then defended there is the freshman, Lee, who blocks her but steps out of bounds.
Elizabeth Lee is long, lanky, has a long wingspan. She's had tons of steals and blocks on the season. We almost saw another one there.
There's a good inbounds play by Mundy, who tried to knock it off the back of a player and then get the ball and shoot it, but then just missed it. It's a good idea. 7 minutes, 11 seconds left in your fourth quarter. Coach Lang calls out. Good play as the Grizzlies look to spread out the offense a little bit. Definitely slows down the offense, looking for a good shot inside. Once you receive the lead like this 11 points, then that's the smart thing to do. And
yeah, at some point you may have to get out of this 2-3 zone and go pursue the ball, try and create some steals like you did in the first half, or force some turnovers.
Really just put them back on the free throw line. Although they did hit 2 free throws earlier, they've not predominantly been a good free throw shooting team.
Well, I think the player who is a Division I prospect is one of the better free throw shooters on the team, but as a whole, you're right. Not a great free throw shooting team.
50-50 ball on the court. Here comes number 2, Mundy. Nice pass. Good pass over to Rhonda, who ends up getting fouled down below. So nice fast break by the Lady Panthers.
So points are at a premium right now. The free throws are going to become crucial. And also the clock stopped with 6:23 left. This is a way to shorten that lead without the clock, any other seconds ticking off.
You know you have to probably get to this point in this game where you probably need to foul so you can bring in some players who are sitting there on the bench that definitely need some playing time and could afford a foul or two.
Exactly, and again, that's the benefit of the deep bench. You've got folks like Audrey Richardson. She got 1 of 2. But you're right, getting some players in. If you do need to, bring this and make it a foul shooting contest, you've got several players without any fouls.
That was a wide open Cola.
Of course, if you've got some open buckets, the foul shooting down the stretch may not matter.
Attempt on the outside, 50-50 ball is up in the air.
It's great hustle by Ella Granda there. Unfortunately, looks like was tapped out by her, so it'll be Grizzlies ball.
Five minutes, 48 seconds as the freshman Lee walks the ball up the court. Tosses it over Foka. Robbins playing tough defense.
It's a great drive by Foka, but an even better rebound by Stimmons.
So shot goes up and it doesn't go in, and so now it's Panthers ball with down by 12.
This game's not over yet. You still got 5 minutes. Continue to pursue and be aggressive like Bruce just did there.
Tried to split that double team and goes in and gets fouled on the shot.
So yet again, you're out the line shooting 2. Clock's not running. If you can knock down your foul shots.
Well, Coach Lang has seen enough, I think.
Knock a couple of foul shots down. Make a couple stops on the defensive end. You've got a chance. And I think that's what Coach Lang is saying right now. You know, hey, this game's not over. And this is what we've talked about the last few weeks. This time of year, there are no cupcakes left. This game is going to be a good test to see what happens going into next week with the top teams in the state. And it's a one and done once we get into tournament play. So continue to be aggressive. This game's not over. Fight till the end, and let's see what you're made of.
All right, after the timeout, we've got Evie Bruce, number 5, up to the line. Knock in a couple free throws as they got good instruction from Coach Lang. That's Robbins, Mundy, Bruce, Stemmons, and Gronda to come out in the fourth quarter with 5 minutes left. The official looks at Bruce and says 2, so it was a shooting foul. Sets her feet, hits the back of the rim, and misses. Same motion. I'm going to hit the bottom of the net, splash. Well, I called it wrong. She missed both. So here we go, back the other direction, 12-point down. As Lee just drives right to the center of the lane and right past for 2 more points. That brings it a 14-point lead. 40-26 is your score here at the Grizzly pit.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown now on the last possession.
Robbins on the outside. This ball was going up. I know Gronda just stuck her arm up there and then comes through in the center of the lane. We will take a break here. Thank you for joining us here at Vype Live.
Hey high schoolers, are you interested in a career in sports media? Vype can help. Launched in 2017, our Vype U Ambassador Program is a one-of-a-kind educational scholarship program that offers high school students a chance to gain hands-on experience in the sports media field. Vype U also gives students a platform to build their portfolio of creative work under the guidance of Vype's seasoned professionals. From covering games to publishing photos, writing articles, and conducting on-camera interviews, each Vype U ambassador receives an immersive experience geared toward their interests, while promoting their own school and preparing them for their future. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out more about Vype U today.
Okay, we are back here at the Grizzly Pit, and we still have a good game here left. 40-26 with 4 minutes and 33 seconds left in your fourth period. Little break in the action, and hopefully everybody's okay after that. But there is a saying about no harm, no foul. Actually, that was both things happened. Yeah. So hopefully, I don't know. I think it looks like it's going to be baseline out, and it's going to be possession. Grizzlies ball. Full court press. Here come the Panthers in their full court press. Try to disrupt anything that they can. Robbins on the ball, waiting for half court. Here comes Houston with the spin move.
Picking up the pressure. They
with a no-look pass.
But you know, with one of the Grizzlies' key players sidelined now, with a bit of an injury, the Panthers turned up the pressure a little bit. They got a missed shots, and it looks like they went back to the aggressive nature we saw first half. I don't know if they just got lulled to sleep or maybe mesmerized by the low post presence by the Grizzlies, but Panthers have 4 minutes left. It's time to pick it up and see if they can cut into this lead.
It's got to be a shot or a make. There's been 5 points scored in the second half for the Panthers after free throws and after shot attempts. Have to find a way to get the ball in the bucket. Right in front of the official, he doesn't call anything on that. I know that was a try to attempt to stop the clock.
Grizzlies content to just continue to move the ball around. With the 14-point lead, the Panthers are going to have to foul. So it looks like
that's a smart foul, but that's Stemmons' third.
Actually,
fourth.
Grizzlies got a timeout.
Oh, they did? Right before that foul.
Yeah, there was a little bit of carelessness with the ball handling. I think the Grizzlies coach saw a potential turnover, so he called off the dogs from the Panthers who were trying to pursue the ball.
Coach Lane gives some instructions here towards the end. He didn't take anybody out, but he brings in Hay, it looks like, to be aggressive on the outside. And Hay is definitely aggressive and quick, can match some of the speed that she sees out there. I've seen her in action already this year. She can definitely hang with anybody that's on the court right now defensively.
Yeah, well, at this point, you have to get the ball back. So putting in players who can create steals, force passes, and get it out of the hands of the guards. That's what they're doing, a double team right now.
That's a perfect foul and a quick foul with 3 minutes and 13 seconds left. Hay comes into the game probably for a few fouls and try to make some attempts for steals, but still gives the ball to the Grizzlies out of bounds. What you want them at is the free throw line.
Yeah. Well, and the fact, as you said, Hay has 4 more fouls to give now, so if they can get a steal, almost there, or at some point you will have to foul, put them on the line.
And they know exactly who they want to foul, it looks like, so they're waiting until number 12, Houston, gets the ball, and then they go right after Houston.
Well, they had a good double team on. They're still sidelined out of bounds, but they had a double team on. Gabby had her blocked out heading to the basket. Hay had a chance to steal it from behind, just hacked her with the body on the wrist. Looks like we've got a spill on the court now.
Well, I guess it's going to stay possession to the Grizzlies.
It's a good effort by Bruce and 2 of the Grizzlies players, but knocked over a Gatorade bottle or 2, going for the loose ball.
So looks like the Panthers have 4 fouls right now, and the Grizzlies only have 3.
Panthers are definitely trying to force the action, but the Grizzlies are doing a good job controlling the basketball.
That's a good 50-50 ball. 23 Stemmons goes down for it. Goes towards the ball.
Stemmons wanted the held ball, but before there was a tie-up, she got her with the body on the her body slid in to the Grizzly player.
I have that as her 4th foul.
So now it looks like the free throw contest will begin.
Number 12, Houston, at the free throw line. Splashes in her first free throw. That brings the score 26-41 with 2 minutes and 38 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Houston steps up, hits the rim 2 times. Stemmons with the rebound. Almost gets knocked out of there by Okolo. Hay with the ball, top of the key. Looks over to Stemmons. Hay with a great rebound because she's hustling. That was a good hustle rebound right there for Hay. Good minutes. Hay's looking around. Doesn't see a lot of movement. Mundy shoots. Ball's up. Miss.
Good attempt by Caitlin Oles trying to get the offensive board. She just couldn't get both hands on it. Again, the Grizzlies in no hurry to score. The clock right now is their friend. Minute 47 left.
That's the kind of foul you need. That's okay, Miss Hay, because you came in for a purpose, and that was to put defense, and we got to get them to the free throw line to try to get the ball back with the score 26-41 as it's slipping away with 1:44 left in the game. Houston came in on our last free throw attempt, made her first one, but missed the second one. Shoots the third one, and it banks off the back of the rim.
Watch out.
Fourth attempt goes off, and no block out means there's a rebound there by the future Division I basketball player. Number 24.
Sometimes, no matter how your skill level, size wins out. And we're seeing that here in the second half.
Hay on the top of the key, shoots. It was a wide open shot. Definitely had to try to shoot a 3. Didn't get any more wide open than that. Had to make the attempt. She's definitely the one to foul here, as this is going to bring number 12 Houston back to the line. And in the last 4 shots, she's made 1. With 1:05 left in the competition.
A little bit of an aggressive move, driving the lane. I'm not sure if the Grizzlies coach would have called for that, but they maintained possession and got back to the line.
And that's her 5th attempt in the last couple of minutes. Coach Lang brings in number 20 to the game for your Panthers, Paige Sterling. Number 21, Ortiz.
And a few of your starters go out. You've got Mundy, Stemmons, and Bruce all on the bench now. Looks like Coach Lang is getting some of the other players for the Panthers a few minutes.
Here comes Lexi Glenn Julia Ortiz to her right.
This experience will come in handy against a top-notch team as we get into tournament play next week.
Hay drives in, gets fouled. So it's going to be a 2-shot foul, 42 seconds left. Hay will be on the line for 2 free throws.
It's a good aggressive drive by Michaela Hay.
Hay comes in, knocks down her first free throw. That's the 6th point of the second half with less than 1 minute left. The 7th point. Steal. Good foul, because you got the right person at the free throw line, that's for sure. Michaela Hay with a good foul. She definitely don't need to bring her head down. She's doing the right thing. She's advantaged to the Panthers by fouling number 12.
Well, and she's being aggressive too. You know, I don't know if at this stage of the game, down 16, if you want to prolong the game any longer, but you can't knock her for continuing to pursue the ball and try to get it back.
Houston steps up, knocks in her second one of the pair. Brings the score 28-46. Lexi Glenn passes it over to Hay. Down below to Ortiz. Ortiz looks to make a move. Caitlin Olds, baseline. She gets bumped out of bounds. And the official calls it a foul.
That was a great I almost said two-man. That was a great two-woman play by Ortiz and Oles. Dumped down from Michaela Hay into the low post. Ortiz had a good post-up position, but kicked it out to Oles, who made a good pump fake and drive to the lane. And now she's got a free throw to show for it. See, that's great team ball. So yes, this is going to be a loss number 2 on the season. But you have to admire the way that they're finishing. They didn't quit. They didn't lay down. They're continuing to play. That shows the character of this team.
This will end the same way the last one ended. A little bit of difference. You can definitely tell the excitement in the air for the Glen Grizzlies as they've won a district title. Last game ended 44-30, and this one's ending 46-29. So very close and into the same score. So you match up teams and you give it the best you can, and I guess this is what it's meant to be. Out of 2 times, you hate to say it, and it's a hard pill to swallow, but they may be the better team.
Yeah, sometimes it's a matchup thing.
I got you.
The way this game started, we had a shot.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The Panthers, you gotta tip your cap to them. They came out, they played aggressive, they played solid, smart team ball. In the end, though, I believe the size and just the sheer skill of this Grizzlies team was too much for them to handle.
I agree. Moving forward makes me wonder what the competition looks like down the road in the state of Texas in Class 5A when it comes to teams from Houston, teams from Dallas. Hopefully the Lady Panthers get an opportunity to go that far, and excited about the playoffs coming up. It should be great. The Panthers have had an awesome season. They're a very good basketball team, one of the best I've ever seen play the game in Class 5A for women, and I'm very excited to see what happens in a state run for both teams. Congratulations to the Grizzlies as they're celebrating across the court, and wish that was our team, but it is not. Well, We thank you so much for joining us here live on Vype Live. Sean, Coach, you got any other things that you want to say before we end this program?
Yeah, first of all, just a huge shout out to the Grizzlies. They had a tremendous season, finishing the regular season at 31-2, and in district play, 13-1. 13-1. So it's solid season for them, and just a shout out to our Lady Panthers. Yet again, nothing to hang your heads about. 2 losses on the regular season, both to the same team. They're clearly a solid team. But this part of the season is over. It's time to start anew. We're 0-0 now. Let's see what the brackets hold for the UIL play next week. And again, it's you win and you keep going. So let's see if we can create a new winning streak and march it all the way to state and hoist the true trophy that matters, the state title.
We thank you folks for joining us here on Vype Live. I hope you have a good night. Great crowd. Hopefully it was a great experience for you. I know that you are a Liberty Hill fan, so sorry about the loss, but we're moving on. And like Sean said, it's a new season. So thank you again for joining us. We appreciate it.